tell me something? What do you know about Wakanda? It's a third world country. Textiles, shepherds, cool outfits, all a front. Explorers have searched for it. Called it El Dorado. They looked for it in South America. But it was in Africa the whole time. I'm the only one who's seen it and made it out alive.
I can see you.
The world is changing. Soon, there will only be the conquered and the conquerors.
Step into the spotlight.
You are a good man
Step into the spotlight.
with a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be a king.
UMEG Media proudly presents the Unity for Life Tour, a tribute to the funk legend featuring Circle City Band, Janice Marie Johnson, A Taste of Honey, Felton Powers of Confunction, Reggie, Mr. Everything Griffith, with special guest Brian Thompson, Giuseppe, Mr. 420, J5, and others. The undisputed kings of boogie funk, a tribute to the legendary Funk Master, and performed new music from their new album, It's Time, with special legendary guest stars, an event to educate and support a unified effort against all form of violence. For more information, call 317-682-3806 or email umeg2001@yahoo.com.
Return to claim the pyramid. Partying on the mothership, I am the mothership connection. Get down in 3D, a light year groove. If you hear any noise, ain't nobody but me and the boys. Turn the motherfucker out. Are y'all ready to get down out there? If you hear any noise, it's just me. Glide in your stride or dip in your hip and come on to the mothership. Doing the loose booty. Give me a little more foot up here. Everybody sing. It's just me and the boys. You gotta hit the band. The home of the P-Funk, the bomb. I bet your memory bank don't forget this song. Come on, y'all, sing the song, shit. the balcony.
Swing down, sweet church, stop there. Swing down, sweet church, stop there.
We gonna see if we can't get the mothership in here tonight.
Swing down, sweet church,
keep it moving, y'all. And say, swing down,
sweet church, stop there.
oh, let me ride. Swing down, sweet chariot down band. I want to hear y'all sing it. I want you to swing down. I said, swing down, sweet chariot down band. I want everybody to raise your hand and move them back and forth across the room.
Come on,
then move your body. Yeah. Everybody move your body. Everybody swing down. Hey, y'all can do better than that, because we got to get the mothership in here tonight. And it's going to take energy to get the mothership in here tonight. Raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand. I said, swing down, see chariot down, band. Let me ride. I'm going to swing down, chariot down, band. Let me ride.
Swing down, see chariot stop there. Yes, swing down.
Do you want to fly,
Houston?
do y'all want to fly this evening? Do you want to ride on the mothership? No.
Let me ride.
Do you want to fly? Yeah, bring it down. Swing down.
Just stop there.
Let me ride.
Put your hands together, y'all. Just stop there.
Let me ride.
Swing down. Just stop there.
Let me ride.
Somebody help me sing, y'all.
After the mothership comes,
Let me ride.
there will be no second coming.
Let me ride.
When the mothership comes, yeah, you better be ready to ride. Houston, do you want to ride, y'all? Yeah.
Me ride.
Do you want to ride tonight, y'all? Yeah. Do you want to ride?
Ooh, yeah.
Do you want to ride? Bring it down one more time. I want to ride
Tonight. Yeah.
me ride. I want to ride tonight.
Me ride.
I want the mothership to land right in here. And when it comes, I want to ride, yeah. Somebody help me sing, swing down. Come on, you stand, y'all. Come on, sing, y'all. Somebody help me, Lord. Sing, yeah. Swing down, yeah. Wait a minute. I think I see the mothership coming, Lord. I think I hear the mothership coming, yeah. I think I see the mothership coming, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you hate it when you're lonely. Seems like love is bleeding from you slow. I remember all the things you told me, all them lies you told, all the crazy lies you told. I know you feel so bold, I hope you feel so cold. Different roller coasters, same rodeo. Back when your mama told ya, stop fucking with skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a
TV Greetings 53, where your special person is the star of the day. Visit us on the web at www.tvgreetings.com to be a part of our show, and happy celebration to you.
What's your name?
Laura.
Surname?
Croft. Laura, your father's gone. You can pick up where he left off. I see so much of him in you. Brilliant.
Hello, Sprout. If you're listening to this, then I must be dead. I found something, a tomb called the Mother of Death. If Trinity succeeds, our world is in danger. Promise me you will stop them.
I promise. I think I know where my dad went.
That's right in the middle of the Devil's Sea.
It will be an adventure.
Death is not an adventure.
You shouldn't have come here. But I'm glad that you did.
What do you know about my father?
Now I see the likeness, the recklessness.
close the tomb once and for all. The fate of humanity is now in your hands.
Can't be too careful these days. The world has gone bloody mad.
I'll take 2.
TV Greetings 53 is a televised greeting card that will broadcast live on our TV Greeting 53 television show. Your greeting card airtime spot will be customized with your favorite photos, videos, words, and graphics to express exactly what you desire for any special occasion, such as engagements, weddings, recap, birthdays, or even greetings for an upcoming holiday. If you are looking for a unique way to surprise that special someone, acknowledge a special event or holiday, we have the televised greeting card for you. Be one of the first to express your sentiments live and in color. Just register from our website at www.tvgreetings.com. Contact us, tab, or email us at televisedgreetings@tvgreetings.com for a promotional discount and more information on our upcoming shows. TV Greetings 53, where your special person is the star of the day. Visit us on the web at www.tvgreetings.com to be a part of our show, and happy celebration to you.
I got answers, you got questions. Your listeners, your watchers, they need this. They need to be fed right now with some education so they can quit the bullshit.
What I do in hip-hop is primarily, I'm an MC, that's how I got my start. But I've also had my hand in promoting plenty of different shows and getting word out there of different artists, different labels going on, different events, you know. I've worn the promoter hat quite a few times, but I primarily got into it through doing shows, through MCing and everything.
I sing a variety of different kinds of music in a variety of different settings. I have a small group, there's about 15 of us, and we do, like I say, a variety of different kinds of vocals in a variety of settings. We do festivals, we do nursing homes, assisted livings, and I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah, I'm very multifaceted, definitely not a one-dimensional human being. I'm the president of A&R for Sound Records and Entertainment via Universal, based out of Seattle. I'm the managing director of Wu-Tang's label Think Differently Music Group, based out of Battery Park City, New York. I run my own company called Holy Toledo Productions. It's a subsidiary of the Academy. And I'm also an MC. You may know me as M80 or 1/6 of the group The Almighty, with Killer Priest, C. Ray's Walls, Bronze Nazareth, 5-Star Sun One, you know, so I'm always working. Right out of Indianapolis, Indiana, worldwide traveler.
I make records, man. Underground shit for, you know, for everybody. I don't care what color you are, green, black, purple, red, whatever. You from Mars, I probably got a hit in the back for you too, you know what I mean?
Hip-hop is a music genre and a lifestyle. I mean, and they can intersect, and they can be for the good or they could be for the bad.
Anytime a style of expression starts, it's a reflection of what's going on, what that person's experience is or that culture's experience is at that moment in time.
For me, hip-hop is a lifestyle. Like I'm so ingrained in the culture of hip-hop that I can't do anything else. Like I've been successful as an artist. I knew from a very early age the route that I wanted to pursue in working in the business of music, and went and obtained my law degree, so I have a doctorate. No one can take that away from me. No one can take any of these plaques away from me and my successes as an A&R and as an artist. So to me, hip hop is definitely a way of life. This is what, you know, puts food on my table, the roof over my head, You know, the car that I drive, the clothes that I wear, like every ounce of me is hip hop.
I think rap is a music genre. I think hip hop is a lifestyle. It is who you are, it is where you're from, it's your belief system, your mode of dress, your way of speaking, your manner of walking. It's the reason why you get up in the morning and brush your teeth. It's the reason why you make sure your shirt is nice and pressed and crisp and there's no stains or creases on it. It's the reason why you have the crease down the center of your jeans. It's the reason why you take a toothbrush and Windex to your white sneaks every single night and put it back in the box when you stuff the paper back in the toe. It's the reason why you're on point.
But you ask that question to the next man, you know, carbon copy of another carbon copy of a carbon copy type. And yeah, hip hop might just be a hobby. It may just be something that they do, you know, and they're not really trying to do the math and the science on the history. So it's like, you know, those are the cats I can't even acknowledge. Like, they can't see me, I can't see them. But to me, hip hop is hip hop. It is what it is, and I can't be anything else right now. I know I can fall back on my degrees. I can always enter into politics. I know I'm an amazing public speaker. I can definitely teach the youth as a professor, this and that. But at the end of the day, it's always going to come back to what did I accomplish today in the name of hip hop.
It ain't about having the biggest and the best. It's about taking care of what you do have so you can elevate yourself to the next level.
I think it's both. I think that it feels like it began as a lifestyle and has evolved more into a genre. I think that it began as most music does, as a way of expression, but it was an expression that was an entire body expression. It was how you dress, how you look, your walk. It was an outward mode in it. At least from those of us looking in on it, I think it felt more like a lifestyle than a music genre. But it is evolving, and I think that's being seen.
To me, that's what hip hop is. It's not just going out and buying the latest sneaker or car or rim or whatever it is, because money is about the opposite of hip hop as far as I'm concerned. In the beginning, when it started out, it was a bunch of poor kids who couldn't afford instruments, couldn't afford lessons. They couldn't go do the shit that richer kids could do because they had the extra money.
The genre of rap came from the hip hop culture. And what is the hip hop culture? Breaking, graffiti, MC, and DJ. And the debatable fifth element of actually doing the act.
Yeah, I think when hip hop first became visual to society, it's been around a lot longer than that, but when it first became visual and became something like that, I think, yes, I did feel that way. It felt like a lifestyle, although I did always recognize the attempt at expression, and that's what it was and was about.
I do not believe that it is solely a music genre. To do so, I think discounts hip-hop.
Hip-hop as a culture has had a significant effect on society.
I think it's had both negative and positive effect. I think that the early hip-hop had a very violent tone because it was an attempt to express some anger, or at least that's what it felt like to those looking in. And I think it had some negative impact in that way. I think youth grabbed onto that anger and grabbed onto what they saw as the lifestyle, the dress and the mode of expression, and clung to that.
If you look at popular music, it dominates. 10 years ago, you would have never heard it in places you hear it now. In your local country bar, you might even hear some rap music.
She got a honky-tonk, but donk-a-donk. I mean, come on. It affects everything in society. I mean, even like country music have heavier beats now and less singing as there is sometimes rhythmic talking. And you can make the argument that that's heavily hip-hop influenced.
You, in the darkest corners of the globe, you might hear hip-hop music.
I think it is having some positive impact in that it is a means of expression that people might not have found a way to express themselves otherwise. And therefore, that's always good. Whether you're expressing whatever emotion you're expressing, that expression is good. And so I think in that way, it has helped a generation express themselves that didn't have a way to express themselves before.
You got more kids that are in, you know, music than fine art, and that's for real. Not to mention, you know, they capitalized on commercials and stuff like that, you know, hip hop and soft drinks and hip hop and you know, weight loss.
I believe it's had a tremendous effect, because the fact that people who came from such means can become a marketable thing and a successful money-making thing. And that's really kind of the downside of it, because it has been commercialized. It has been ripped off pretty much. Because I mean, if you look at it, I mean, there's McDonald's commercials with people rapping in it. That ain't hip hop. I mean, some might think that it is, or they try to speak to that crowd to get the attention, and I get the marketing standpoint of it. But that dumbs down the culture, and it's kind of an insult.
It's good and bad, man. These artists and everyone else, they don't understand, like, okay, approach me and let's put all the A&R stuff to the side and whatnot, and my business dealing in music. It's like, as an artist, I'm representing the business of M80. And you got it twisted with the, oh, I gotta be fly and get fresh. Like, granted, yes, like, you gotta look good, you gotta have that image, but at the same time, I look at people, like, every time you buy a pair of shoes, it's 1,000 flyers. You know, you wanna, you know, every time you pay a month's rent, granted, you gotta pay rent, but it's like you're doing stupid shit. Say you go to a club, you pop a couple bottles, that's 1,000 CDs. I look at everything in an economic standpoint of how to better my situation, those that are coming up with me, you know, and in turn, so we can all just be happy with what we're doing at the end of the day. There's all these people with the, oh, I'm getting money. Dude, these people don't have money like that. No black dude in the hood, or white guy, or Mexican, or Latino, or whatever, is driving a Lamborghini in the projects. That shit doesn't happen. Like, business, people that work in the business of music got the real money. I'll show you Wu-Tang money. I'll show you Wu-Tang money. You don't even know. I live in Indianapolis. You guys are clowns. All right, what? What are you even talking about? And I don't talk about money in any of my songs. Cause it's like imagine a real drug dealer or a real gangster being like, I'm gonna be a rapper. And I'm gonna start talking about, no, they don't talk about that, man. The real gangsters know who they are. Like, I know I'm successful. So imagine me making a song like, yeah, I'm the shit. Like, that's pointless. That's for nobodies, that's for tomfoolery fools.
The next 5 to 10 years, hip hop will be dead. Just kidding.
Where do I see hip hop going in the next 5 to 10 years? I don't think it'll implode or ever go away. It ain't dead, it ain't dying.
The way that it's been going, I don't like it. The way that it's been going, it's gonna get even more commercialized, even more dumbed down, even more spread out and sterilized and non-focused and blanketing the earth with mediocrity.
I'm good with where music is going. Like, you know, everyone that wants to keep, you know, on the cookie cutters, you know, stuff, like, that's fine. But don't complain when it's not taking you to where you want to go.
It's changing, it's evolving. You wouldn't even recognize it as hip hop. Some of the founding fathers of hip hop, you know, we wouldn't even recognize what's being passed off as hip hop now.
When you turn on the TV and you hear the word, okay, now we're gonna see some hip hop, that won't be what you see. That's already starting, that's already beginning. You've got, you know, So You Think You Can Dance that has the hip hop style. And you have, you know, some of the talent shows where they're showing the more, not mild side of hip hop, but the less aggressive side of hip hop.
That's what hip hop does, you know what I'm saying? Pick it up, you know, brush itself off.
Hip hop on the real is taking that 360. We're getting back to the real shit, like the real golden era, but it's not just like we're trying to relive the past, we're inventing a new golden era.
With what I'm seeing and hearing right now, I think that, number one, I think it's here to stay, and there were a lot of us, and me included, but a lot of people that thought it would fade. But because of the way it's evolving, It is taking the best aspects, the fact that it is an expression, and it's a way of expressing that speaks to people that are hearing and that are embracing it. And it is starting to evolve in such a way that, yes, you still have the, what do they used to call it, the gangster rap. You still have that end, but you have the other end of the spectrum, such as with High Hopes, where he takes a motivational message and does it in the hip-hop style. And so I think, number one, that's more palatable to society in general, and therefore there's not going to be as much pressure against the hip-hop world. And I think it then speaks to a wider range of people.
Can I describe hip-hop in 5 words?
Honor, honor,
ruthless,
evolution,
spectacular,
love,
explosive,
savvy,
respect,
stimulating,
life,
poetry,
independence.
It's the only 5 words you need to know. Positive energy activates constant elevation. Peace. When you can keep it peace, people are gonna respect you.
I didn't choose hip-hop, hip-hop chose me.
If you are not in the lifestyle, there's absolutely no way that you can make hip-hop. You cannot make hip-hop that anyone can feel if you are not in the lifestyle. That's bottom number 1, tops.
Depending on what you listen to, like everyone, even if you're an artist, you still gotta be a fan, you know, of your favorites. Like you gotta have those that inspire you to wanna do great things.
It's very easy for hip-hop or any, you know, and other things to be discounted simply because of where it came from or because who is doing it or that kind of thing. And I think that as it evolves, it will be an interesting journey to watch.
Every civilization was built off the back of a disposable workforce. But I can only make so many. Happy birthday.
There is an order to things.
That's what we do here. We keep order.
The world is built on a wall that separates kind. Tell either side there's no wall, you bought a war.
You're a cop. I had your job once. I was good at it. I know. What do you want? I want to ask you some questions. The key to the future is finally unearthed. Bring it to me. They know you're here.
I always told you, you're special. Your story isn't over yet. There's still a page left.
TV Greetings 53 is a televised greeting card that will broadcast live on our TV Greeting 53 television show. Your greeting card airtime spot will be customized with your favorite photos, videos, words, and graphics to express exactly what you desire for any special occasion, such as engagements, weddings, recap, birthdays, or even greetings for an upcoming holiday. If you are looking for a unique way to surprise that special someone, acknowledge a special event or holiday, we have the televised greeting card for you. Be one of the first to express your sentiments live and in color. Just register from our website at www.tvgreetings.com. Contact us, tab, or email us at televisedgreetings@tvgreetings.com for a promotional discount and more information on our upcoming shows. TV Greetings 53, where your special person is the star of the day. Visit us on the web at www.tvgreetings.com to be a part of our show, and happy celebration to you.
There's a possibility that you look at me differently, love.
TV Greetings 53, where your special person is the star of the day. Visit us on the web at www.tvgreetings.com to be a part of our show, and happy celebration to you.
This is BlockPolitics.com, and I'm your host, Mikado Hunt. I am the anchor man for Black America, a true servant of the ancestors, and this is what you hoped it wasn't. Another platform for the conscious to discuss politics, culture, music, religion, some of everything. You know what I'm talking about? Today's episode is Ancestry. We're going back to see who I truly am. My goal here is to give you the tools to do the same at home. When I say who I truly am, I mean we're doing the DNA test. We're going to go to gene-based laboratories. We're going to do the paternal side of my family tree. So that's going to be step one. We're going to come back and do step two, where we're going to do the maternal, and we're going to put it all together. So this is episode 1, Ancestry Project, BlockPolitics.com. Holla at your boy Mikado. Okay, this is the DNA Ancestry Project, and this is what it looks like. Alright, now we're back. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start it. This is the Ancestry Project. It's a participation kit. Comes in 3 easy steps. The first one, this kit contains everything you need to collect the DNA sample quickly and painlessly using the mouth swab. Number 2, once the laboratory receives the sample, testing begins immediately. Number 3, log into the gene base. So we're going to go ahead and check this out. Alright? Might as well walk with me. Let's go. Check him out. Let's go. Alright. Alright, I got the kit, the Ancestry kit. I've taken the contents out. Looks like I have to open this up and get ready for it. I guess it'll give me instructions. So let's see what happens. Okay, I take it this is what I send it back in. Alright, step 1, complete the client information and consent form located on the flap of the specimen envelope. Alright, I see that. Wash and dry hands thoroughly. Carefully peel apart the sleeve containing a sterile swab. Remove the swab carefully, holding the swab by the stick. Scrape and rotate the swab vigorously inside the right cheek, approximately of the individual, for 15 seconds. Step 5. Immediately after collecting the cheek cells, place the swab directly into the specimen envelope. Put it straight inside the thing. It says leave open for 30 minutes and let it air dry. So we're gonna go do that. So I'll follow you. Let's go. So we're gonna let it dry. Alright? Right here next to my laptop. Let it dry. Alright, so we got the mouth swab part down, and they also said that we need to log in on the gene base. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we have everything logged into the gene base. Our profile is official. Now it seems all we have to do is wait for them to come back with our results. So that's what we'll wait for. But in the meanwhile, I think it's good for us to go over exactly how does DNA work? How are they able to trace me or you back to our ancestors? So let's check it out.
DNA consists of 2 intertwining strands, which are basically joined up chemicals called nucleotides. Just 4 different types of nucleotide are found on each strand: adenine, thymine, cytosine and guanine. To glue the 2 strands together, adenine always pairs with thymine and cytosine always pairs with guanine. That's just the nature of their chemical bonds. When DNA copies itself, the copies aren't always perfect. So if the wrong nucleotide gets copied, the 2 strands won't join up at that particular point. You've got yourself a marker. If the marker is on mitochondrial DNA, that marker will be passed down through every female descendant without alteration. If it's on Y chromosome DNA, it'll be passed down through every male descendant without alteration. So if we find a marker in people today, we can trace it back through thousands of generations to find out when and where it started. Now imagine if all these people were migrating. This group stays put, this group moves north, and in this group, headed east, a baby boy is born with a unique marker on his Y chromosome. The baby grows up and has male children who also carry the same marker. As the group continues its migration, some tribes settle and others keep moving eastwards. Like a leaky boat, the movement leaves in its wake a trail of descendants with the red genetic marker. So by checking the DNA of people living today, we find those with the same genetic markers. This map shows the distribution of men with a marker on their Y chromosome called N130. We can wind this film backwards and follow the migration route they took, which was the first complete one out of Africa around 60,000 years ago. That was the basis for the study conducted by Spencer Wells and others in 2000, which involved collecting DNA samples from indigenous people all over the world. Wells found distinctive genetic markers and traced each back to its source, marked here by red circles. We're retracing the migration paths our ancestors took backwards through time, and this is where they started, once again in Africa. Because the mutations happen at a fairly regular rate, these ancestral markers can even be dated, so the timescale on this map marks the progress of each migration. Populations that stay put and don't migrate will, of course, have a lot more of these genetic markers, so it's not surprising that we find the greatest genetic diversity in Africa.